Welcome to the Conscious Creative Podcast, your weekly dose of soul-to-soul conversation that will have you saying peace out to your 9 to 5 to explore in your sacred calling. The topics center around conscious business and interviews with the folks who started them. We'll be exploring the art of being human and what it takes to live your life fully expressed and financially free. I'm Christina Gomes, and I went from high-paying job as a psychotherapist to leaving it all behind for my desire to travel the world playing my original music, to becoming the CEO and soulpreneur founder of freeyourcreativity.org, where I help visionary leaders create the businesses of their wildest dreams. If you have a sacred calling, stick around. My prayer is that you become the permission slip for the collective as you hear the soul-inspiring stories that call you forth into creative action. Let's get to the soul. Hello, wild, wealthy, and well-known soulpreneurs. Welcome to this live transmission. I'm Christina Gomes, the founder of this lovely group, and I help guides like you, high-value guides, mentors, coaches, teachers, healers, to create, design, and refine a high-value offer, cultivate a crystal clear message, and sell that offer out to as many beautiful soul-aligned clients that you desire to work with. And I've been asking some pretty potent questions on the interwebs over the last week. And one question I asked was, how many clients are you committed to calling in before the year ends? You know, it is Q4. If you're new to business, that's okay. We break up the business year in quarters, 4 quarters, 3 months each. This is very beautiful to kind of reassess each quarter. What are our desires? What worked last quarter? And instead of waiting for a new year to be like, I want a whole new life, we get to have quarterly assessments and evaluate, have our desires or intentions shifted? Am I reaching the dream life? Am I reaching for it, or am I allowing my dream life to unfold? Are my goals realistic? Do I actually desire what I said I desired last quarter? So I asked some potent questions, and I saw that so many clients, so many of my clients and so many of the people in my audience, they desire to help like 5 people, 13 people, 25 people, as many people as they desire, and they're not willing to settle on that desire. That's what has been coming through from these questions. They are not just, yeah, I'd like to have some more clients. That'd be cool. They are like, I'm committed to doing what it takes, the inner work, shifting my energetics, and applying some strategies that are going to have me fulfilling the life I say that I want, fulfilling my manifestation, saying that I want something and seeing it all the way through. This gives you like satisfaction like no other. And it's not to create a number goal to shame yourself if it's not met. Come on, we're adults here. That's not what we're doing here. I create a good, better, and a best goal, and I help my clients to do the same. We're not about shaming ourselves in our world. Goals are beautiful. Intentions are beautiful. Why this is coming through is I had someone in my audience say, like, don't make me like create goals for my life. Like, if that's not what you're all about, then why are you in a self-development space where we're talking about goals? So I know that's not who you are, but I want to address that setting a goal isn't about hustling. Doesn't mean then you start hustling to get there. Setting a goal isn't about meeting that goal to the point of exhaustion. So that's why I created today's topic. Is I want to help your discovery calls feel easy. I want to help your discovery calls feel empowered for both you and your potential clients. So today I'm going to help you to bust up 4 myths that are going to help you to have your next discovery call feel aligned. And the 4 myths that leave thousands and thousands of dollars on the table and leave you with clients or less clients than you desire to serve, right? So I'm not here to say, have this big goal, you need to serve 12 clients or whatever. I will always bring you back home to what it is that you desire. And if you desire a business that is spacious, a business where you are doing work that lights you up, and you're working with the kinds of clients that are committed, that are passionate, that desire to co-create and make a change in their lives, but specifically with you, then stay tuned. This topic is going to be super important for you to approach your discovery calls and approach this strategy from a place of alignment, from a place of openness, and apply the skills and the wisdom into your business and leave today's transmission with some like actionable steps. So who's ready for these myths? Oh, I'm so excited. So I just went live on the Instagram and I really went deep on myth number 1. So I'm going to circle back around on that one. And there's 3 more lovely myths that I want to talk about. And that first one is the myth of you have to have urgency for people to buy. Who has heard that? Who has tried to create deadline timers and like one spot is available when we know for certain that that is not the truth? Who has either heard that happening, seen that happening with their own eyes, or has even been guilty as charged, has done it in their own business? So I was one of those people in the beginning. I had a course. I was like all up lost, literally lost in the passive income game. None of this is passive for me. This is my soul's calling. None of this is passive for me. I'm insulted by the word. It's like I align my actions. I am activated. I am empowered. I am expansive. And yes, a lot of the work is about taking care of ourselves and resting in the knowing and keeping our energy clean and clear. And from there, we act. So it's not one or the other. It is both and. I am a huge fan of both and. So our energy is right, our mindset's working for us, and then we get to take these soul aligned actions that actually lead to clients. And we don't waste our time with strategies that don't work, but this strategy of discovery calls is beautiful, and you don't need this fake urgency to invite someone to buy. What to do instead, right? Okay, you've heard create urgency, like have people feeling like they'll be missing out. Who's heard of FOMO and who's experienced FOMO? Well, now I experience JOMO. I can't tell you how many festivals that I opted out of when I decided I'm not a fucking festival girl. And what am I doing here? This is loud. I don't like this music. I got social anxiety. I don't want to be around all these people. No, I will come to a festival when I am hired as a teacher or a performer. And I decided that from going to all these festivals and thinking all my friends love it. Why don't I love it? Like I look like a festival girl. I dress like a festival girl. I love dancing. I make music. No. Some festivals are not for me. I'll go to a gathering any day, but here's back to FOMO versus JOMO. As soon as I realized and owned my desires and owned my boundaries and stated what I'm available for, and I activated that on a cellular level, I no longer had any FOMO when I saw all my friends at this festival, camped out, no sleep. I was like, JOMO, joy of missing out. I don't want to experience that. I like sleep. I like a soft bed. Adios. Have fun. Really. Okay. So same with the programs. Like you want the kinds of clients that are not joining your program because of fear, because they've been feared that if they do not join this program, that they will miss out. Now, if there is real urgency, like you are about to raise your price, or you don't know if you'll run this program again, or it is the last program, that's not fake urgency. That's genuine, authentic truth. And so I want you to say what is truth about your business and what about your programs, but don't go and create something like that to ignite fear in someone, because then you're going to have a client that is joined from fear. Now, clients that join from fear are always a tougher lift because they are in fear now. They're working from fear. They're creating from fear. They're doing the practices from fear or not at all. They simply join because of the fear. If you have a client that joins because they see the true value of what is available for them through your work together, that's a different kind of client. That's a different kind of experience for your client. They come to your discovery calls already knowing the value because you've put that into your messaging strategically and with thought and with intuition. And it ends up in a better relationship, a better coaching relationship. And now, like, the quality of your coaching relationships will depend on the quality of the relationship. Is it a clean and clear relationship? Do you have contracts in place? Do you have energy that is clean where you don't take on projections and you know your boundaries, you know what you stand for in your business, you don't settle for less, and you don't settle for clients for a little bit of cash, but that their sense of urgency is overwhelming you. So for example, like, I've been in sales conversations where it was a no from me, where the person on the other end was approaching my program from stickiness, from like seeing me as their savior. Now, you're intuitive, you're an empowered person, you can sniff that out. You can certainly work with someone, bring that transparently to a discovery call if that is happening in the space. You can do that, but ultimately the integrity of your program is up to you. That's why I have applications in my program. I want the people that apply and that join and that move through the process to be people that commit and show up, because those are the people that get the best results. You want people that commit and show up. So there are ways that are not fake urgency that allow you to call in pre-motivated, pre-sold clients to your discovery calls. So a couple of downloads here and now are applications, or at least a few questions before the discovery call, so that you can best serve them, so that you know their energy, so that you know what their challenges is already on the discovery call. Hey there, visionary leader. If you're resonating with this message, I'd like to invite you into your next level life and business. Enrollment has begun for the Conscious Creative Business Immersion. This is my signature group container to help you design an offer so delicious, so juicy, so based on your soul gifts that you are thrilled to invite your soulmate clients inside of it. I'm going to teach you how to promote this offer with a ton of heart and to sell out this offer with ease to meet your revenue goals. I would love to have you inside if you are a visionary leader who knows that they are great at what they do. You'd like to collapse the timeline on how long it takes to reach consistent income with an offer that you truly love. Go to the link in the show notes to apply for the Conscious Creative Business Immersion. I will be sitting with your application individually, and I will send an email to let you know if you've been accepted in a few days after application. Thank you for trusting me with your vision, and I can't wait to see what we co-create. It's great to understand these concepts, but to really apply them and to be in real time supported when someone comes to apply or has an objection or is moving through some fear. How do we handle that as soul-led entrepreneurs? We don't just diminish their fear if that's real. And we get to work with their fear if they are really coming from fear. But if they are not able to make an informed decision that is not fear-based, then we get to decide if that's truly someone we want to work with. Because being an entrepreneur or being somebody who is self-reliable and self-reliant, being somebody who gets results in your program, whether it's better relationships, better health, better businesses, spiritual alignment and activation, whatever is the outcomes of your offering, the outcomes are not dependent on you. Yes, you are going to show up. I only work with people. You're in this like live transmission because you're someone who overgives. You're someone who gives a lot. You're someone who wants to ensure the quality and integrity of your program. And how best to do that is to know exactly who you're meant to serve and not just sell all willy-nilly, but to invite through your messaging who it is that you know is going to be best served by your program. And if you get on the phone with somebody that isn't a right fit, we get to dive in and help them to know that they're not a right fit at this time. And you can have referrals and all that's very beautiful. But we have to own who we're ready to work with now and what our program is really designed to help people create. Now, if you don't have all that in place, if you don't know how to articulate the true value of your offer just yet, no worries. This is exactly why I created the Conscious Creative Business Immersion, so that your discovery calls run smooth when you know inside and out from an embodied level what your program is about and what is the true value for people to work with you. So right now you may be thinking, oh, it's because they get to 18 calls, but that's not the true value. And we get to really like align with the true value, unlock the true value, and be able to express that true value. I help all my clients with that. So that's really amazing. So give me a discovery call. Yeah, give me a discovery call in the comments if you would like to incorporate this kind of sales journey into your business. So when you have a high value offer, you better bet people are going to want to talk to you before they just invest thousands of dollars. Now, a low thousands of dollars, you might be able to get away with somebody buying from just a sales page. But I know from personal experience that when I started to raise my price and have a price that really nourished my soul and represented the true value of what I offered, people obviously wanted to speak with me first to ensure that we were the right fit. Now, I have like loads and loads and loads of content that I invite my people to watch before they get on a discovery call with me, because I truly desire for people to already know if they like my vibe. So my content, if they don't like me, they pop off. They don't join these live transmissions. They leave my group. It's all well and fine. I'm not trying to work with everyone. I'm trying to work with soul aligned clients that we connect. They relate to me. They want to receive the result that I've created in my life. Your people want to create a result in their life that you've created in yours. So that's key to developing your offer. And so that you can write down. But as far as discovery calls go, when you truly are embodied in the offer, in the result, when it's exuding from you, then this is felt. So your sales calls become a felt experience. They become an elevated experience for people. Not because you used fake urgency, not because you told them there's one more space, not because you said your prices are going to raise. If they are, be truthful about that. But there are more potent, aligned messages moving through you. But if you're making the discovery call about you, or you're in fear, or you're trying to make a sale, then you are not open to receive the messages that are actually going to help this person to be led by you on the call. So we don't need no fake urgency. We actually need you embodied in your service. We need you embodied in the value of your offer. We need you selling yourself daily on why this offer is the best. And I take my clients through that work. If they come to my program, the Conscious Creative Business Immersion, maybe a little wobbly in their confidence, and after 1 month, it's a 3-month program, but after 1 month, they're out there offering their offers. They know exactly how to express the true value of their offers, and they're not wobbly around their price anymore. So I went through this in an Instagram live just a few moments ago, but I want to talk about objections because there's a myth floating around in the ethers that if your potential clients have objections, that something's wrong. So I'm going to be sharing with you this concept that I developed around cookie cutter content versus legacy content. Because if you're in my world, you more than likely are leaving a legacy. It's not like this is something you're trying out to make money. You were born for this, right? This is your legacy. Your offers leave a legacy. Your content is your body of work that lets people know if you are their go-to guide or not. We're not going to overcome objections. We're not going to convince people. We're not going to sell no matter what. We're going to meet somebody in the objection that they bring, and I'm going to help you to feel like sales is a ceremony. Have you ever been to a ceremony? Do you create your own ceremony experiences in your day-to-day life? I have altars. Yeah, life is a ceremony. Every breath is a ceremony. But I yoni steam. I pull my cards. Like I live my life like a dang ceremonialist, and not all like hoity-toity, like rigid. I'm just saying, like, we get to have fun in these ceremonies, and you get to have fun in your sales conversations and in your discovery calls. And you get to invite somebody into their expanded life, into the result they want to create in their life, depending on your sacred work in the world. And you get to make it an experience for your people. Now, that doesn't mean you need to shake your feathers, shake your tail feathers, and start showing up in shaman gear. I'm saying that you, as you are a priestess, are a vibe, are a leader, are a ceremonialist, as you are. And you get to show up as yourself, as the leader in those calls, and lead people to an empowered yes or an empowered no from you or them. And so we're not going to do that from fake urgency, but we're also not going to do that by when they bring an objection, scoff, as if you're too good to handle somebody's fear, to meet somebody in their fear, to meet somebody in their wobbliness. Because more than likely, they've tried a bunch of things in their past. Of course, they're wobbly. Of course, they're wondering how to really make the result they want happen in their lives, whether it's to lose weight, whether it's to get better health, whether it's to create conscious relationships, whether it's to have a better business, whatever type of coach, mentor, or guide you are, whatever service you provide for your people, it's not about your tools. It's about the result that they want to create in their lives. And so when you know that, and when you know that your offer can provide that for people, you embody that and you become the leader of the space. And that's super amazing place to be. So we're going to handle on day 3, time objections, money objections, because it's often not about the money. And even if people come and say, I can't afford this, we don't want to just like close the laptop, sign off, and believe that everybody in our audience doesn't have money. What we want to do instead is explore that with somebody, because if they don't have money, what the fuck are they doing on a discovery call with you to see if you're a right fit to work together? It just doesn't make any sense. So we get to look at our messaging. One, did you offer a free coaching call or did you offer a discovery call? So just checking in on that. We don't offer free coaching in my world. I offer calls to people who want to see if my program truly is for them. They have some questions. They want to connect with me first. They want to get the formality out of the way. They don't want to just jump in my program, never having met me, never having connected with me. But I'm not offering free coaching. And that's clear, right? Your time and energy is valuable. So if you offered a free coaching call, then expect people coming on these calls wanting free coaching. But if you offered a discovery call, a consult that's going to help them decide, help them discover if you are a right fit to work together, that is something different altogether, right? So it's how you position these things. It's how your words land with people. It's what the words that you're saying that are aligned with what you are really offering. If you're offering free coaching, then offer free coaching. But I mean, unless you need to get some coaching hours under your belt, why are you offering free coaching? Why are you offering free guidance? Like, you are beyond that now. You are certified. You are in your power. You are desiring to coach and guide more people. And if you want to coach or guide your first person, I'm also available for that. But you get to come into the energy of, I'm born for this. I'm meant for this, right? If you still don't know that, like, you can help someone transform, then I'm not your girl. Then I would go get certified in something, or start there. Come back to me when you're ready to attract clients, because that's what is going to happen. I'm going to help you design and refine your offer so that it speaks to high paying clients and they are attracted to your offer. I do help you deliver an epic experience, but you get to know what your tools of transformation are, and I will help you package them and put them together, just so we're clear on that. But just understanding that if someone comes to you with objection, you've done nothing wrong and they've done nothing wrong. This is a part of the process. And I help my clients to understand that we are here mastering the art of marketing and sales and high value offers, and that this is a process, and you might get really great at marketing and then need to up level your sales skills. And that's all really beautiful. You may be a pro at selling, but when you deliver your offers, maybe the folks aren't actually getting the results. And that's because the offer isn't aligned, and we get to work on that. And so messaging, offer, design, and sales is my zone of brilliance, genius. I'm going to help you with all three assets so that you leave the conscious creative business immersion with the exact know-how on how to create clients consistently on repeat. When you know how to sell, when you know how money works, when you know how attracting clients works, you don't ever have to worry about being out of business. And that's the truth. This is the most valuable skills that you can have if you don't want to work for someone else ever again. And if you need to work for someone else during the duration of you hiring next level coaches, hiring a team, why not? There's nothing wrong with you for doing that as well. I did it. I know plenty of people did it who didn't put the pressure on their business to feed them right away. And they worked with their business, worked with the stages of their business. So if you're branding new to business, I'm not telling you to quit your day job. I'm just saying, here's the skills so that you can someday. Oh, this is going to be such a good one. So scripts, this is a myth. Scripts are for people, like, you need a script. Your message, if you don't have a script, that's what you're missing. A script's going to help you to sell in a sales call. A script's going to help you to sell in a discovery call. This is a myth. What I say is scripts are for people who do not have anything original to say, and that is not you. You are a messenger. You are a channel. You are activated. Maybe there's some blocks in your throat right now, in your throat chakra, whatever you want to say, but you are at heart a messenger. And I can help you to release those blocks, to start saying what it is you truly want to say, go out there and create legacy content, ditch the cookie cutter content. But a script is not what you need. Now, I do give frameworks. There is a process that I take my people through on a discovery call that leads them to an empowered yes, if that's what they desire, or an empowered no, if we decide we're not a right fit to work together. There's a framework. But if you are looking for a script, framework's fine, but a script, I want you to unlock your beliefs around time, money, objections, around your offer. That's the real work. And that's why self-paced courses are not the vibe when you really, truly want to create a high value offer. You want to be guided with the objection that your people are bringing you live. So in my program, the Conscious Creative Business Immersion, we're in phase 3 of the current round, and I'm helping my clients to meet people in their objection. So it's the sales module and the epic delivery module. That's the phase we're in right now. And so people are actually coming to me with the sales objections they're receiving in real time. And we're getting to work through what they want to say, what are their beliefs, not from what I would say, not from a crummy script, but helping them to unlock their truth so that they can meet objections even after our program is over, and they can sign clients and help people to an empowered yes, even after our 3 months is complete. So sales scripts are for people who are not original, and I want to help you to own the power in your voice and become your kind of guide, the kind of guide that takes a stand for your kind of people. So you don't have to try to become me. You don't have to try to become your past coach. This is about you and saying and doing what you want to do. But I'll be right by your side if you want to help you to unlock what it is that you truly do want to say and believe about these kind of objections and limiting beliefs. Are you letting your potential clients enroll you in their limiting belief? No, you're the leader. You take a stand for your vision. You take a stand for their vision. When they come with you saying, I want to lose the last 5 pounds. I want to call in a committed relationship. I want to make $10,000 more this month. I want to leave a toxic relationship. I want to live a more joyful life. When they're telling you straight up what it is that they want in their lives, are you taking a stand for their vision? Or when they say, but I don't have time to, are you going, oh yeah, that makes sense? No, if they don't have time, create time. Like I just got off a Voxer voice note access with my client, my VIP client. Oh, it was so powerful because she was coaching herself in our voice notes saying, hey, if I don't create space to create, who's going to create that for me? And I was like, if you say create one more time, girl, you have just got my heart. And that's what it's all about. My brand is freeyourcreativity.org. That's the name of my website. And I am all about creative expression. And what I have noticed, whether I want to write a song, whether I want to develop my next high value offer, whether I want to develop my next conversion event, space for ideas, space for creative process, space for intentional actions, space for my desired life to exist in the now moment is my responsibility. It's my responsibility. Nobody's going to come up in my schedule and block out my time for me. If I want to ask a question of my mentor, it's not their responsibility to guess what's in my mind. I ask the question. I'm immersed in my masterminds. It is such a beautiful process, and that has elevated me so deeply. That has elevated me so deeply. Okay, so the other myth is keeping your prices lower than the competition and you'll get more clients. Now, I talked about pricing last week. I talk about pricing a lot, and I'm going to be talking about pricing in day 2 of this event. So I'm not going to dive too deep into this. If you've been in my world, you know my ideologies and positioning around pricing. And I do not want you to be cheap anymore if your soul is already high value. If you're high value. So what's a high value guide? It's not about where you live. I didn't always have this view. Just last year, I lived in a studio. This house is much bigger. It's not about that. High value guide is not about the clothes you wear. I mean, I love this hat. It wasn't cheap, but like, I love my hats. I'm a hat girl. Like, I shop secondhand. I love slow fashion. It really doesn't matter. As long as I feel comfortable and look good and have my own personal creative expression moving through me. Like, I love style, but my style isn't expensive. Does not mean high value. So having the fancy tech, not high value. High value is the quality of service that you provide for people. I am high value. And I get to be high value because the way that I've set up my business and the model of business that I have and that I teach to my clients allows me to have space. Like this morning, I had an idea for my private clients, for my group mentorship clients, to give them a behind the scenes of a 5-figure launch. So as I'm launching, they are getting access to me in the process, my mindset, my energy work, what I'm actually creating, the conversion events, how it's all done from a behind the scenes level. That will be available to the folks in the next round of the Conscious Creative Business Immersion. If I was working with 30 clients at a low cost, but I had 30 clients, would I have space to really pour into my clients? Would I have space to actually have 4 different clients access to voice notes with me? I wouldn't. But now I have space. When I get a voice note from one of my clients, boom. I mean, those are exclusive. Those I have capped for a reason so that nobody's getting the worst of me. My clients are getting me in overflow. And if I'm not in overflow, then I do the work to get myself there. And that's inner work. That has nothing to do with what your bank account says. You can be in a state of abundance and overflow no matter what the outside circumstances are showing for you now. You just get to decide who you're ready to become, and then we can co-create together. I can help you to expand into that human. But a high value guide knows that their time and energy is more valuable than money, right? Your time and energy is valuable. So you don't need scripts, you don't need fake urgency, and you don't need a low price. And then what was the 4th? We have sales scripts are what you're missing. Myth. We have potential clients should not have objections. Myth. We have keep your prices lower than the competition and you'll get more clients. Myth. And you got to have urgency for your people to buy. Myth. So I hope I busted up these myths for you. It's been so fun having you here, guiding you. This has been so fun, and I will see you next week.